Hello students, myself Om Prakash Katte and you are welcome to Biology Reward. Today we are discussing regarding the class 10 and chapter Our Environment. Our topic for discussion is flow of energy in ecosystem. Flow of energy in ecosystem. It's a very important topic for this chapter and many times the questions come in the examination. So that's we are discussing about the flow of energy in ecosystem. Students, energy, and we have learned the law related to energy. So first law of thermodynamics. Energy neither created or not destroyed, and it transfers only from one form to other form. So energy is neither created nor destroyed. It transfers from one form to other form. And second law of the thermodynamics is when energy transfers from the one form to other form, most of the energy get lost and some amount of the energy is restored. Storage. Same thing is happening in the plant also. If energy transfer occurs from the one organism to another organism, then some of the energy is stored and most amount of energy or heat is get lost. So that's we have to discuss flow of energy in ecosystem. Flow of energy in ecosystem, we should remember in ecosystem, it is the sustainable unit which consists biotic and abiotic components. And this ecosystem we learned about the food chain. I am taking the one food chain here, and this food chain is plant, deer, and tiger. So plant, deer, and tiger, these are the organisms in a food chain. Plants, they are the producer. Deer is a primary consumer. And tiger is a top consumer, or we are using as a secondary consumer. It is an food chain. Another food chain I am taking as an example, grasses. Grasses are feeded by, they feed insects. Grasses, then insects. Insects are feeded by frog. Insect, grasses, then insects, then frog, snake, and last one I am taking as a bird. So, these two food chain, we have to understand flow of energy. So first important part is main source of energy. It is the source of energy, and this source of energy is sun. Source of energy is sun. So the sunlight come from the sun. It is absorbed or trapped or fixed by green plants. Is by pollution. So whatever solar energy comes from the sun, only 1% of total solar energy is fixed by the plant. So first point is 1% energy, solar energy is fixed by the plants or by the producer. Here also same thing happened. It is the source of light, it's sun, and from the sun 1% of the energy is fixed or trapped by the green part of the leaf. So, solar energy comes, and this solar energy is fixed by the plant. And plant, it's help to prepare this energy. Plants uses this solar energy for the production of food. It means solar energy is converted into chemical energy. Food is a chemical substance. So, solar energy is converted into chemical energy. So, first line we should remember, sunlight comes from the sun and leaf of the plant, they absorb the 1% of the solar energy, and thus the solar energy is converted into chemical energy. Then from producer, according to 10% law, this 10% law proposed by the Kinderman. So according to 10% law, what happened? From producer to next traffic level, only 10% of the energy get transferred. Transfer of only 10% energy is occur from one traffic level to other traffic level. So this one law is called law of 10% flow of energy, or it is simply used to say 10%. So according to the 10% law, 10% energy is transferred from one organism to other organism. So when sunlight is absorbed by the plant, only 1% of the energy is trapped. Then after the producer, each traffic level, 10% energy is transferred. It means what? In this case, solar energy, about 99% of the energy get lost. In plant, 10% energy get transferred. It means about 90% of the energy gets lost. So each traffic level, here also 10% transfer, it means 90% of the energy is lost. So it is said that when energy is transferred from the one traffic level to other traffic level, most of the energy get lost, and only some amount of the energy is stored or consumed. So in that concept, we have to understand now summary of this flow of energy in ecosystem. First one, 1% energy. First one, 1% energy, 1% solar energy, solar energy fixed by plant. First one point. Second point is that 10% energy is transferred to only one traffic level to other. 10% energy transfer from one traffic level to from one traffic level or one organism to other traffic level. Second, third point is most energy is lost. Only some of the energy it gets stored. Second important part is here. It is when the solar energy is trapped by the plant, plants utilize the solar energy and they prepare the food by the photosynthesis. And whatever energy is fixed by the plant, 10% of this energy is transferred to other organisms. Let's take one example to understand this. Another one chain is long chain. And long chain I am having sun, source of energy sun. The solar energy is trapped by the grasses. Grasses are fed by insects. Insects are fed by the frog. Then frog and the snake. After the snake, we have the bird. Here you see the food chain is small, and here the food chain is longer. In this food chain also what happened? Only 1% energy will be fixed by the plant. Then each trophic level 10% energy is get transferred. So in long food chain, this organism will get the very less amount of energy. But food chain is short. In such cases, the organism get the more energy. So in ecosystem, fourth important point is, if food chain is long, less energy is obtained. If the food chain is longer, organism get the less amount of energy. And if the food chain is short, then organism get the more amount of energy. We have to understand this concept. More energy available in short food chain and less energy is available to long food chain in the higher level of organism. Sometimes the questions comes or sometimes we are discussing vegetarian food is giving more energy to us as compared to non-vegetarian. So vegetarian food versus non-vegetarian food. So which food give more energy? So you understand by this food chain, when this is the source of energy which is sun, and this one prepare the plant. Plant trap the solar energy, and this plant they form the food. On this food is formed in the form of vegetables we are talking here. So the vegetables are prepared by the man. Second food chain I am taking as the sun. It is the sun. Solar energy is fixed by the plant, and this plant they prepare the food by photosynthesis. These plants are fed by the goat, and now goat is eaten by the man. Now try to understand which food is vegetarian foods give more energy and non-vegetarian foods give more. From sun, solar energy it is in sun. 100 joule I am taking, here also I have to take 100 joule. From sun, plant trap only 1% of the energy. So 1% energy also, here also plant will fix. So what is the 1% of this one? 100 joule, 1% will be 1 upon 100 is equal to, this 2 0 cancel, 1 joule energy will come. 1 joule energy is available to the plant. Here also 1 joule of energy is available to the plant. Now from other level, only 10% of energy is transferred. Here 10% of energy is transferred. Here 10% energy is transferred. So, in second, plant is having the 1 joule of energy. 1 joule of energy. Out of 1 joule, 10% energy is transferred to plant. So 10% of this one. And if we are taking the 10% of this one, so we are getting 1 upon 10, it means 0.1 joule. Here 0.1 joule energy available to man. But in this case, the plant transfer the 10% energy. So 10% energy will be 0.1 joule energy will come in the goat. Then from the goat, energy 0.1, 10% energy is transferred. So when 10% energy is transferred, now what happened? 10 1 is 10, 1 upon this one, 1 upon 100, and it is come 0.01. So this amount of energy will be 0.01 joule. It means if man eat the vegetarian food, then it get the more energy. And if plants get animals, human eat the vegetarian food, then it get the more energy. But the human when eat the non-vegetarian food, so in such cases they are getting lesser energy. It means if food chain is very short, in such cases organism get the more energy, and food chain is the longer, so organism get the very less amount of energy. So overall in flow of energy ecosystem we can see from sun, this is the sun, and from the sun energy is trapped by the green plant and only 1% of the energy is fixed. So 1% of energy is fixed by the plant and then successive successive traffic level 10% energy is transferred. So flow of energy is from sun to plant. So from plant the energy will not come back to the sun. From plant to man, energy will not come from the man to plant. So what happened? Here the flow of energy, it's very important. Flow of energy is unidirectional. Unidirection. It means one chain again you will see. I am having the sun as a primary source of energy and this is producer, it means plants are producer. From producer, this primary consumer. After the primary consumer, secondary consumer. After secondary consumer, tertiary consumer. So what happened? From this sun, plant takes the 1% of energy and this energy flow toward the producer. Energy do not come back to the sun. From producer, 10% energy goes to primary consumer. From primary consumer, 10% energy transferred to secondary consumer. So thus energy was transferred from primary consumer to secondary consumer. It do not come back from the secondary to primary. And that's it is called the flow of energy is unidirection. So main things which we have to understand in the flow of energy is number one, energy neither created nor destroyed. Energy transferred from one form to other. And when energy transferred from one organism to other, then some energy get lost. Third point, 1% energy is trapped by the plant. Plant fix only 1% energy from the sun and successive traffic level 10% energy is transferred from the one traffic level to other traffic level or one organism to other organism, and it is called 10% law of flow of energy. Now we can see some questions related to energy flow in ecosystem. So the question number, you can see the question number is here on the screen. You can see 61 number of the question. 61 question number, and the question I am reading now. Consider the following food chain which occur in the forest. So according to this question, one food chain is given to us and the food chain is grass. This is the grass, deer, and lion. This is the one food chain is given. So consider the following food chain which occur in the forest. Grass, deer and lion. These are the organisms in food chain. If 10,000 is the 10,000 J is for joule of solar energy is available to the grass. It means 10,000 joule energy is energy of the sun and it is available for the plant. Is available to the grass. How much energy would be available to the deer? How much energy will be available to deer to transfer it to the lion? This is the question. 10,000 joule energy available to grass. How much energy will be transferred from the deer to lion? We have to calculate now. So student, as I told you, from the sun, the plant gives the 1% energy. So what will be the 1% of this one? This is 10,000 and 1%. 1 upon 100. So it is 2 and 2 they both cancel. So we are getting the 100 joule. So grasses will fix 100 joule of energy only. Because 1% energy is fixed. So grasses fix the 100 joule of energy. Second, it is said the grasses to deer. How much energy will transfer? 10%. According to 10% law. This 10% law is not implemented here. It's not applied here. So grasses to deer. So in grasses how much energy is there? 100 joule. And 10% of 10 upon 100. So we are getting this 0 cancel, this 0. This also 0 cancel, this 0 cancel. So we are getting the 10 joule. So here 10 joule energy is for the deer. Again 10% energy of this one will be transferred to line. So this is 10 joule into 10% of this one. It is 1 joule of energy is available to line for the GPs. Our question is asked, how much energy is transferred from deer to line? So in deer, 10 joule energy is transferred, and the answer is 10 joule energy transferred from deer to lion. So this is the answer of the question. It is very easy to understand. From sun, only 1% energy fixed by the grass and 10% energy is passed to the successful